down here, but I think one of my kids took it. So you know how
Yeah,
that.
my kids and everybody gone right now. All my stuff gone too. So what's going on, everybody out there? Another installment. Coach Dose, Coach Ricky. We got some good topics tonight. So letting some wait for some people to come in. So how was your day, man?
It's good, man. Just trying to get some stuff done. Went and took some photos of some kids today. So it was a good day. Work's not too bad, so that's good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all doing anything this weekend, or are y'all waiting for next weekend for Speed Capital?
We gotta go to a meet this weekend just so we can get some hurdle work in. Uh,
Okay.
it's a big part of her deal. I'm just trying to throw her in it. These two indoor meets, the two nationals, the Virginia Beach and the Michigan one, because I'm just throwing her in it. I'm gonna have to start her from complete scratch this summer and like really get her there. But
She doing she gonna do hurdles next weekend too, or no?
no, she ain't gonna do them next week. No, she's not ready for them yet. That's why I'm giving her like 2 weeks to get ready. I'm using this meet up here as practice because there's no way for me to practice with her right now. So
No, sir, man. Y'all in Antarctica, man. They were showing videos. I don't know if it was in Nebraska or Kansas. It was like the street. It was ice skating down the street. Whole street ice, bro. I was like, yeah, nah.
it was probably here because we had some ice like that. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was about a good inch on top of the road, man.
Yeah,
I guess somebody didn't salt the road down good or something.
it was unexpected. Like I went to drop my other car off to get an oil change, and we're trying to come back to our house, and we have this hill to our house, and I have a Cadillac, and it's real rear drive, and so I get about halfway up the hill, just start going straight backwards. I was like, "Yep."
Oh man. So
It's me.
what you do in that situation?
We just went around. It's another way to get to my house. We just took
I
another way.
got I got I got you. So like I said, we got some people coming on now, so we'll go ahead and get started. We got some good topics tonight. We're gonna talk a little bit about NIL, talk a little bit about scholarships. Then there's another question that was getting bounced around about the different championships of AAU and USA. So we'll let Ricky chime in, and he'll give us, because he's actually done both, so he'll give us his take on the pros and cons of both indoor championships. So I want to kick it off with NIL. So what you think, Mr. Dunnigan, the pros and cons, and should we have NIL for youth sports or no? What do you think? Because I know college is a huge deal. In college, some people happy for it, some people still don't like it. So what do you think about youth sports and NIL?
Quick thing on the college thing, I think it's still the restrictions is too tight. But talking about youth sports, I think they should. I think they should pay these kids too. I think if you're talented enough and you marketable enough, I think you should get paid for what you're doing. It's no different to me than like kids out here who are doing commercials or doing movies. Like they get paid for their worth.
We got the same mindset.
Why we ain't getting paid for what we're doing out here? It's only a matter of time what's going to happen. It's gonna. I mean, you're gonna see more and more we pick up because it's like you want to be the first one. Social media is blowing people up.
Facts.
You want to be the first one on this. Like it keeps getting younger and younger. We've seen a couple young kids getting deals. So
Yeah, we saw Coach BB Roberts got a kid. I think he was 7. He had an NIL deal. I think he had a cheeseburger and something else that they named after him. Have they passed it in Kansas? I know Florida is still like, Florida. We always wanted the last man. DeSantis, he tripping, bro. I
I,
don't know.
I haven't looked into it too much for here. I just kind of like peeping and seeing, making sure we're doing what we're supposed to be doing whenever it comes.
Yeah,
A little bit
you
more.
gotta you guys are doing great. It's all about marketing.
Yeah.
It's all about marketing, getting the name out there. That Dunnigan duo, that was huge. You even started something. I don't know if you know the pins. You gonna start seeing that pop up with people getting their own customized pins like you guys did. It's all about marketing your kids. But like you said, kid actors get paid. Nobody got a problem with that. I've seen kid authors. There's some kids that write books. They get paid. Kid artists, they draw pictures and stuff like that. So if they can get paid, why not kid athletes?
Yeah,
Why not youth athletes? Somebody said Kansas do have it. See, I need to look into it, man. You could be going to these track meets and getting paid, back. Y'all putting up numbers, man. The numbers y'all putting up. Hey, the showstopper is here. Time to cut the check.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I think it's, you know, I don't understand. I don't get it. That what's the restriction with sports? Everybody else, you can get paid doing everything else. Like we said, you know, the commercials, all that stuff, acting, all that stuff. People are, you know, you can get paid, but they don't want to get the money out.
It's like I think people have that mindset of college amateurism. Which college really has never really been amateurism, because everybody made money off of those kids except the kids in college. You know, the NCAA is $1 billion industry, and these kids, they couldn't even get money off a jersey sale. Like, everybody in the stadium know that's your jersey. They just didn't put your name on the back. We know who number 5 is. We not wearing this jersey because we like number 5. We like number 5 that's on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, like, it's not, you know, they made it, I don't know, like the kid Destroying, who he makes a ton of money now through social media. But he was one of the first ones. You know, he had his own YouTube channel, and they told the kid he couldn't make money off his own YouTube channel. He wasn't even making money from the school. He making his own money on the side. He go to practice, he go to class, and his free time, he making YouTube videos, and they tell the kid, you can't make money off of that. Like, that makes no sense. But it's definitely coming, man. It's definitely coming down the pipeline. So make sure y'all ready. Make sure y'all ready. I'm all for it. I think the kids should get paid. You know, they put in the work, you know, they're marketable. Shoot, Raising Cane's, if y'all listening, give us a deal. My daughter eats so much Raising Cane's. Make a superstar combo, you know, 3 tenders, 3 tenders, fries, whole of slaw, you know, give us a piece of toast and a sweet tea. You can call it the superstar. We don't even need the money. Just give us free Raising Cane's when we come through the drive-thru. We'll take that.
They should be. I guess I got no problems at all. You know, and that's, we just talk about destroying. You know, like, and then there's like toddlers, and like, not toddlers, but I guess you call them toddlers.
Yeah.
Ryan, the toy dude, the toy kid, whatever.
Yeah, that kid's a millionaire off of reviewing toys.
Ben's a millionaire. Like, he ain't just like, oh, I got $1 million. Like, you know, he's like 8 figures. You know what I'm saying?
And not to knock his hustle, but he really not doing nothing special, just reviewing toys. You know what I'm saying? Like, these kids out here breaking records week after week after week after week. You know what I'm saying? Traveling to different states, putting on, like, you know, junior Olympic performances in the middle of the year. So they deserve it. They deserve it. Shoot, even if it's only like free admission to a track meet. If y'all meet directors out there listening, that could be an NIL deal. Hey, you come to my meet, we go let you come in here for free, because we know when they see your name on that performance list, you go bring more people in. That's how the pros do it.
And people do jump. You know, like, you looking for those people. Everybody's looking for those kids. They're like, hey, they're gonna be at this meet. Like, I gotta be there. I gotta see this. Or everybody want to come in. Like, everybody wants the crown at the end of the day. So that's how you go. You know, just no different than like club promoters. You know, so I'm gonna let you come in because I know if you here, you know, we'll get a crowd in. So
exactly, you put certain kids on the flyer, people go show up to your meet. It's not rocket science. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the pros do it. Some of those guys get $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 appearance fees just for coming to the meet, because they know if you sign up, the ticket price go up. They know you sign up, more people go jump in, like you say, because they want to race the Usain Bolts. You know what I'm saying? They want to throw against the Krauser. So when they see them names on there, they say, okay, let me get here. It's the same in youth sports. Trust me. They checking that performance list to see who coming. Like Ace Boogie say, stop playing crazy. We want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? They chasing the smoke. So it is what it is. Chime in if y'all think NIL is good or bad. And we'll you know, we'll respond to your comments. So moving on. Another topic that was coming through last week was athletic scholarships and who gets them and who don't. So what do you think about that? Because, you know, everybody want to go D1. You know, that's the big thing. D1.
Like kind of what we touched on a little bit the other day. There's a place for everybody out here, and know your worth. One, you got to know that. You got to know what your worth is, and don't. At the end of the day, schools, if they can get you cheap, they're gonna pay you cheap. That's just the bottom line. So don't because a lot of kids go in here and they'll have like their top 5 picks or whatever, and they only have those top 5 picks most of the time because a parent helped influence that. But they're really settled on that one school. Now, don't get me wrong. There's kids out there who know what they're doing and stuff like that, but the majority of the kids, they've already picked what school they want to go to, and some of the kids may get hustled out of what they can get because they want to go to that school.
I got you.
You gotta balance what your expectations are and what you want to do.
Never tell a school when you sit down like, this is my number one choice, I want to be here, because they're gonna say, got you. You want to be here? You get 30%. That's the best we can do since you want to be here. Never. You got to make them sweat. Listen, you are the commodity. You the prize. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the school that the top school that you want to go to is a prize also, but you're more of a prize than that school is because they want you. They're bringing you out to the campus. If a school is paying for your official visit, that means they want you. You know what I'm saying? So if they paying for your official visit, they paying to fly you out there, they paying for your hotel, they paying for your meals and stuff like that. Bro, you gotta put your foot down. If you really want me to be here, this is what I need.
Yeah. At the end of the day, all they can tell you is no or renegotiate. And then if it ain't meant to be, move on to the next one.
True. Somebody put get the grades and you can get athletic and academic. We definitely were going there. That is very true. And that's one thing I wanted to touch on also for the kids who can't get the full scholarship, because we also understand that track is not the number one sport at the school. It's football at most schools, and the ones that's not football is probably basketball. They're going to get the lion's share of the money. They're going to get the lion's share of the scholarships. So track on the male side is very slim because a lot of schools are going to steal your male scholarships for the football team. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So females, you get a little bit more. I think you get 18 scholarships on the female side, but they're going to break those up so they can get as many kids as they can, because obviously you want to get as much as you can because kids get hurt. Kid may not be at the level you thought they were when they get to college. A lot of different variables. So if you're in a state like Florida, we have something called Bright Futures. Bright Futures is a scholarship from the government, a lotto scholarship where they pay 75%. I think you get a 3.0 and like 1,000 on your SAT, and they pay 75% of your tuition. If you get a 3.5 and a 1250 on the SAT, I believe it's 100% of your tuition. So if you're in Florida and you meet those qualifications, now your tuition is paid 100%. So now the school is saying, boom, you got the Bright Futures. We can take care of your room and board and books, and you good to go. That's a full scholarship. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't paying nothing. The school happy. They don't got to give their whole scholarship to you. Everybody's happy. But you got to make sure you have the grades. That's what I always tell my kids. Make sure you have the grades, and you can go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
So grades are very, very important. So parents, if you're on here listening, check to see in your state if you guys have those different kind of scholarships, state scholarships, or if you stay in state, that maybe they'll give you a little bit more money and you can use that money on top of whatever else the school may offer you, and boom, you good to go. So you know what I'm saying? Do y'all have that in Kansas, or you don't know?
No, I'm so far out from it, and like just now, some of my kids are just now starting. The kids I've been coaching, they're just now getting to that area, and then once they get to that area, I pass them off to like nah. I'm like, my oldest, I got plenty of time to get him sorted out.
I got you, because he was in 7th grade.
Yeah.
But
he grades like he's good. Like I'm not worried about him at all. He's like, it's everything for him. I don't have to worry about it. I'm so blessed that have him like I don't think I've ever seen a report card. My wife's like, "No, he's killing it."
Oh wow,
I don't
that's
think.
what's up. Yeah, and see, a lot of parents, they don't put the importance on the grades. You know, they put more importance on what the kids are doing on the track, what the kids are doing on the field. But those grades are just as important because colleges look at those grades because the grades gonna tell me what kind of kid you are. You know, like I can see your numbers on the track, I can see your numbers when you're throwing, I can see your numbers when you're jumping. But those grades are gonna show me what type of character you really have and what type of discipline you have. Because you know, most kids are athletically gifted. They can wake up and go and jump, you know, 19, 20 feet, or they can wake up and they can go and throw 40, 50 feet. But can you stay focused in that classroom every single day, every single year, and getting those grades and those test scores right? So trust me, those schools are looking at your academics. Schools are looking at your academics. So make sure y'all get those grades in place. Parents, that's for you to stay on top of your kids. Because NIL is good, but there's no NIL if you cannot get on the field and play because your grades are bad. That's what people don't understand. Like we had kid come to us like you got under a 2.0. Like in our program that we have, we make all of our kids, they bring their report cards in. And once we see a report card, if it's not up to par, you got to go to tutoring or homework assistance. And if you don't go to homework assistance, then you can't touch the field. If she called us and say that kid didn't show up to tutoring the day before practice, you're not on the field, buddy. Go to tutoring or go home, but you're not touching the field because grades are key. We talking about NIL and scholarships. NIL and scholarships. That's what we talking about today. But yeah, nah, you know, it's a lot of different and talking about too the D, like you say, go where you're wanted. You got D1, you got D2, you got D3, and you got NAIA, and you got JUCO.
Yup.
You know, so the thing is just to find a school that wants you, that's gonna take care of you, a school that's gonna put you first, and just get out there and put up the numbers. Get out there and put up the numbers. You put up the numbers, they go find you. It's not like it was in the 70s and 80s. You know, they'll find you. You put up the numbers. I had a cousin. He went JUCO in Alabama. He ended up, I think he ran 46 in the 400, and he went to Southern Illinois for 2 years for free. Ended up running the 45. You know, like they'll find you.
Yeah, and I will say this. I mean, this is kind of on the backside of like even if you like, you know what, track ain't really 100% my thing or whatever, and this kind of mistake I made when I was younger, was like not taking money when I should have took money because I was like, I'm not gonna do this forever, and so instead of letting the school pay for my school, big dummy wouldn't pay for his school himself, and that's the thing. It's like what? Even like okay, but even if that's not what you want to do in the future, but if you have some interest in it, take that free money. It's no different to me. It's like, go ahead and write. If you need to write an essay, whatever, to get you a couple $1,000, go ahead and write that essay. Just, get it out.
Even if you only do it for a year or two, that's 2 years that you don't have to pay for school.
Yeah. Like if you get, I mean, I had like, our school, we shipped in a couple guys to play soccer for us. And it was like, dude went 3 years. He's like, you know what? I'm out. And it's like, it's out of state tuition. But now he got no student loans, and he quits his he quit halfway through his junior year.
Yeah.
Still, that's 2 years he ain't had to pay for.
That's true.
Hey, go until you get that free money. I mean, I guess you just gotta look at it for your circumstance. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, and another thing you got to look at too as an athlete, you want to make to get as much value as you can out of yourself. You got to be versatile. Like you can't be no one trick pony, especially in track. If you're a runner, don't be talking about I'm only running 100. Haha. Okay, no, you finna run this 60. You finna run this 200. And we might see if you got a little bit of long jump in you too, because we need some points. If you're a thrower, don't be like I had a thrower that went and it was like I only throw shot put. When they got there, guess what they was doing? Hammer and weight. Yep. Yeah, only shot put. My behind. We paying for you to come up here? You better get out there and learn how to throw that hammer, throw that weight, throw that discus. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna get what they can get out of you. So to make yourself more valuable, you got to learn how to do more things while you're here in high school. So you can go and say, look, I can come here. You can look at your times. look how your time stack up against kids that are at their school right now. Look at how your time stack up against the conference that the school you're trying to go to. And you can sit there and tell them, look, I looked at conference championships from last year. I would have got y'all 18 points myself.
Yeah.
Now what you gonna do, you know?
Yeah. So Jamie said more and more athletes are going D2 for a year or two on a full ride combo, putting up numbers, then transferring with a ride to D1 after proving themselves. Look at top 50 shot putters in NCAA right now. Tons of D2 kids. Choose the path that is best for you. And I'm 100% on that too. 100%.
Fact.
You 100% on that, Jamie. Because yeah, like you sit here, go and dominate. Because a lot of times, you know, it's so many athletes out here, and it's limited places for people to go. And sometimes those D1 schools, they'll pick up a kid or two that don't pan out, kind of like we were talking about earlier. But now we see this kid of this D2 past 2 years, he's been putting up work, he's been putting up numbers. Let's snag him real fast. So, and like D2, you like, I don't know, just some of these parents and these coaches got to beat out of these kids' heads that D2 is trash.
Facts. It's not.
You know how many kids, one, don't even get to go to college, but to sit there and say you're doing what you love in college, to say that you did that, you know how hard it is to even get to that point?
It's very hard. It's very hard.
Dang.
Especially if you're on a scholarship. There ain't nothing trash if you get in free school. Nothing is trash if you get free school. And touching on what Jamie said also, now we have this also new thing, transfer portal. You know, so you can go a smaller school, put up the numbers, and then transfer if that's what you want. Or you might fall in love with the D2 where you at. And the facilities are good. I've seen some D2s with really good track facilities, indoor and everything, that are nicer than some D1s. Because we want to go to Florida State. Florida State track facility is really not that good. I just want to go to Florida, you know, because that's where I went to school at. But we talking facilities. I done seen some D2s with better facilities than Florida State got. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta do what's best for you and go what's best for you.
Yeah, like we got some small schools, some D2 schools that are better than I'm not trying to trash talk, but we got some schools, like I'm same way. Like they got better facilities than like KU and K-State. I'm like, hey, y'all supposed to be.
Yeah, but a lot of them schools, a lot of those bigger schools, man, people don't realize they invest in football. Like you go to Florida State football facility, it's beautiful. You go to the weight room, it's, you know, but then you go look at track, it's like, bro, what the money went at? The money went across the street. That's where the money went at. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they care about. But you go to a smaller school where they don't really focus as much on football, now the money can get spread around evenly and everybody can have something nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, SEC is a little differently because SEC, most of them going to have really, really nice facilities. I know Texas A&M is the best I've seen by far, bro. Like, I didn't go to UT. I heard UT is really nice too, but A&M is amazing. The indoor, outdoor, it looked like a football stadium, bro. It's crazy.
It looks beautiful. I really wanted to go there this year. Not gonna make it though.
It's in the middle of nowhere though. Like you ain't getting in no trouble. I don't know how Johnny Manziel was getting in trouble because ain't nothing to do out there.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Not when we went. When we went, man, we went to Waco and saw Baylor. That's in the middle of nowhere. That's out there with David Koresh. I don't remember the guy. Yep. Yeah. It's nothing out there except Baylor and Magnolia Farms. If you went to Chip and Joanne Gaines, that's all out there. And then you drive an hour and 30 minutes. I don't know if it was east or west. And then we would just drive up to College Station. Man, I thought we was driving through Children of the Corn. I was scared. And then we got to College Station. The campus is nice though. The campus is real nice. It's real nice. But I guess because we from Miami, it's nothing out there, man. You know, but the campus is nice. Campus is dope. Notre Dame was nice too, but it's too cold up there.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, no matter where you go to, if you're playing sports and you're an athlete, you can find trouble.
That's true. That's true. I give you that.
It can pop off at any time. Like
especially if you on Johnny Manziel level. Like Johnny Manziel was on like Michael Jordan level, man. He was in college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, yeah.
So, Touching on now, since you've been to both, I've only been to AAU. I wanted to do USA. I haven't had the chance to do their indoor. What do you think are the pros of AAU and USA, and then the cons for the people that are thinking about, making a choice in between which one they want to choose on the indoor side?
Okay, so great thing. I mean, obviously AAU, that's like the staple for
Mm-hmm.
me, because that's where I started at. So the biggest pro is the fact that it is single age groups. That's important, especially for kids who are developing.
Yeah, younger kids.
The biggest thing that you see is like kids go through body changes differently, and sometimes though you're in that double age group and you ain't like you in that 12 to 14 area and you ain't hit your puberty yet, but everybody else has, it's sometimes it depends on how strong your mental is.
Yeah.
It can be demoralizing when you get beat up like that. But as coaches and parents, you got to go in there setting realistic expectations, so you'll know what's up when you go there. If you end up doing double A group, so I like it. The only thing I don't like about the championships for AAU is that it's always on the East Coast, and that's a haul, man. We've driven out there. We're gonna fly this year. It's so far out there, and it still ain't as warm as I like it to be when I'm going out there.
Nah, it's cold, man.
I mean, Virginia Beach. I want to go to the beach, but you really
Yeah, nah, you're not going to the beach.
nah. But that's a small gripe. But I wish it moved, because there's some nice facilities out around that we could have it at. We got one here in Kansas, Washburn. That's a fantastic facility. It is
Okay.
legit. Chicago has a nice one. What's that one? What is that? Gorley? No, not Gorley. It's can't think of it right now. But it'll come to me. There's an indoor. We went there for the indoor nationals, Northern Indoor Nationals, that Marshawn Atkins put on, and that's a great facility. And now we switch to USATF. Advantages there is one, it moves. It changes locations, so it keeps it kind of fair not fair, but
yeah, but you might not have to travel as much this year as you did last year. I got you.
It's budget friendly. Like last year, it was in Louisville. They decided to go ahead and have it in Louisville again. That's nothing but an 8-hour drive for me. I knocked that out. And so
yeah, that ain't bad.
And also it moving from place to place, you get to see some other places that maybe you haven't got a chance to travel to. Both of them, I think officiating. I think both of them have great officiating on both sides.
Okay.
Champions at AAU, they get a patch and they get a hat.
You get them. Yeah, they did hats last year. The year before, we've done it 3 years in a row. I know the first year you just got the hat, you just got the patch and the medal. The year after that, they gave out hoodies. Okay. Or we call them Scullies in Miami. And last year they gave out hats. Last year they did give out hats.
Okay, but that year they did the beanies, man.
Yeah, the beanies. Okay, yeah.
I was like, the
beanies was fire. The beanies was fire. They didn't say champ. They didn't say champion on them though, but they were fire. They were fire.
And then USATF, they do trophies, and
those trophies are nice.
I like that. I like anytime you're doing something different. I like that. And
what did your kids get more hype for? The trophy or the hat?
They like the trophy. It's
the trophy.
Because it's like, I mean, it's different, because you think about it. You go to the nationals for you go outdoor with the Junior Olympics. Everybody has a hat. Hey, you have a hat. USATF has a hat, but you go
and USA do hats what, for all Americans?
Yeah, everybody 1 through 8 gets
a hat. That's dope. That's dope.
But if you're talking about indoor, I like the fact that they also have the like I said, they have the trophies, but their medals, they're all custom, so you know where you got that at. It says what day you got it, what the date you competed, what the city. The medals, like wherever city they're hosting at, it's some character from that city that they're holding it in. Like,
That's dope.
once when Kentucky last year, they like roses for like the Kentucky Derby. It was like they really thought it out. So I like that. But I don't know. I think it's good to just try different things and don't be afraid for your kids to get out there and do some
The
stuff.
thing I like about like I said, I've never done USA for the indoor for nationals, but the thing I like about it is how they follow the field events, like how you get the
Oh my
camera
God,
view.
talk about that.
That when you told me about that at first, I was like, what? And then I saw the stream of it, bro. That's crazy. Like every jump, every throw, you know what I'm saying, is like video, like right there, like so that to me, that's game changer when it comes to field events, because you know how we had to fight for outdoor at JOs when had the camera over in the woods and you couldn't see nothing.
And so, yes, April, that's right. USATF on indoor, it's top 6 that get
Oh,
medals.
indoor top 6, okay.
Outdoor, they do top 8.
Yeah, AAU is top 8.
No matter what. Yep.
Yeah, AAU is top 8.
Indoor and outdoor. But yeah, that camera thing, man, that was a game changer. I remember because I have a subscription because I be stalking everybody to athletic.net. And it was like, with it comes these videos. So I was like, I went through archive or whatever. I was like,
yeah,
oh snap. And so I'm like, I use as a teaching technique too for the kids. I'm like, hey, what do you see here? Because they were so in on focus on those kids. Like, look at this.
And it's great quality. It's great quality, man.
Yeah. I made hype videos with their videos. I was like, shoot. I was like, I didn't have to worry about filming nothing because like you can't get out there. They right there for the kids. I was like, oh, this is great. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
So
that's dope. The AAU is live though. I ain't gonna lie. Like you said, it's cold. Like last year we went up, it was so funny. We were driving because we always drive up. We turn it into like a road trip. But for us, it's 14 for either venue for us because we at the bottom. We in Miami. It's 14 and a half hours. Yeah. So we did Virginia and we stopped in North Carolina, stayed the night there, whatever. And as soon as we got up, we went to Duke. We visited Duke, and then we got back on the road to head up. And as soon as we crossed into Virginia, it started snowing, and Kim was driving. She was like, "You set me up, man. I know you saw the weather." I was like, "Nope, we not changing. Just stay on the road." So it was cool. The kids got to see snow because we don't see that down here. But we went outside because it was so crowded inside. Like that's the one thing I don't know how Kentucky is. It's not much warm up room inside if you throw. Like you don't got much room to like warm up or stretch around or nothing. So we went outside and throw the shot put, and Vanna threw it, and the shot put went like almost 6 feet down because the ground was frozen. So I was like, "Yeah, back inside. This is not a good idea." But it was a good experience because we don't get to experience that stuff down here in Miami. But AAU it's live, man. It's cool. It's, like you said, it's very well officiated. Make sure you on time. You got to be on time. I don't know how USA is, but AAU once the first kid throws or jumps, you can't check in. It's not like some meets where they might still let you check in after one person throws or jumps. Once they don't care how far you travel, they don't care about none of that. Once that first kid throws in that flight, it's closed. So just make sure you get there on time. Just make sure when they say 8 o'clock, they start at 8 o'clock. Like warm up, everything is done. They throwing at 8 o'clock. So just make sure you have your face in the place so you don't get left out.
Yeah, USATF, another about their schedule. It's scheduled. It's like, hey, what time we're doing this? This is what time we're doing this, and that's just what it is. It's like boom, boom, boom. It works like clockwork over there. So it's so you know what time you need to be there. But anyways, you should be just out of habit. You should be there. Me personally, we don't arrive no later than an hour early. That's the
same with us. Same with us.
An hour, we were like, dang, we behind because like if you're dealing with kids, they bodies, they just got attitude sometimes. So it's like you gotta give them time to like decompress, get out of the car, walk around and stuff like that, and get their mind right. So
especially when you got the 8 a.m. throw time or jump time, body ain't up at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
So the good thing too though, if you like us, like Savannah got to get a breakfast burrito. There is literally a McDonald's right across the street. So you ain't got to stop off the exit and get back on. Just get there. There's a bunch of parking at Virginia. The parking lot is huge, so you ain't got to worry about parking. But the McDonald's is right across the street. So you get you a quick bite and boom, you ready to go. They let a girl go in jail. A girl's 45 minutes later, they let her throw. Wow. Well, I can tell you this. I saw kids come in indoor and they turned them right around. And indoor didn't have nearly as many kids as JO's.
Yeah,
JO's is ridiculous. There's too many kids at JO's.
It happened to one of our big throwers, Kyrie. They turned Kyrie.
Yeah.
It was Kyrie turning her away.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a perennial All-American. It was like
that's a top. She top 1%. She top 1%.
Yeah, we don't care how good you are. You ain't throwing today. That's cold. So y'all show up. A couple of things I've been seeing, and this is a win for everybody. Like when you see these championships going on, it's a win. The kids are winning. The kids are winning. Speed Capital's doing their first indoor championship 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks.
Yeah, at Spear. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice. So they got their deal going on. I hear Lauren out of New York, Ocean Breeze. They're talking.
Are they gonna do one?
She posted about saying, "Hey, she's thinking about doing because their last meet they just had a great turnout."
Man, they bring out the whole city.
Yeah, I'm like, like right now, I can catch a flight up there for $80. I was like, as soon as you say go, I will book a flight and be out. That's what for my kids.
Yeah,
they like to have fun. And that's the thing, is like when you get a different experience and you get to see other things, that's what they care about. Like forever, still, no matter what, to this day, my kid's favorite national meet was USATF Outdoor National out in New York. And it wasn't just because the meet ran good, but it was just like all the experience and stuff.
You got to go to Times Square and all of that stuff.
Yeah, they got to see the Statue of Liberty and all that stuff, and that was a great experience for them to see all that stuff, and then go out there and compete and have fun and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's the part I love about track, man. Like you say, you get to go, and that would be dope. Like you said, if AAU would switch the venue, because that will cause more people to maybe do it. Because like us, like we're not going this year because we done been to Virginia 3 years in a row. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? What's the incentive of going to Virginia again? But maybe they put it somewhere else. Maybe we might make the trek and go there. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's something we can talk to Coach Owen and and Marshawn and all them over at AAU.
Because they got the you know what I'm saying, they got a good staff, they got a good board up there. They got
some good people like the Halls run an awesome meet. When the Halls are over the meet is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So they've been doing it for a long time too, and I'm pretty sure they got the contacts all around the country to just give them a phone call and say, hey, this year we want to do it at your spot. Just let us know what's needed.
Yeah, and be like, hey, we'll give you a stipend, whatever. Hey, come on here, because that's the economy booming right there.
I was about to say the mayor will be happy. The mayor ain't gonna turn that down. You telling me 4,000 or 5,000 people coming to my city? Bring them on. We all finna eat. Hotels, restaurants, man. We finna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So that would be dope. That'll be dope. That they should do it just like they do JOs. Every other year JOs in a different spot. Yep. So they should do the same thing with indoor. I know Florida, we finally got an indoor down here in Gainesville. So maybe one day they can, put it in there. It's still up and coming, but it's nice. Now we don't have to take that 35-hour drive to Birmingham. Birmingham got a nice facility too. I know you've been to Sportsplex.
Yeah, we've been out there.
They have
a nice little outdoor situation out there too.
I haven't seen outdoor.
What's that? Cholo something park or something. It's down there in is it Birmingham where we're at? I can't remember where we're at, but that was a good. I was like, Alabama, what's there to do in Alabama? Went down there, had a great time.
You can find some good food.
Yeah, we had that's the thing. Yeah. I know we always joke in the group talking about, y'all just there for the experience, but like for real, like my kids are there for the experience. Don't get me wrong. We like the crossplex. There you go. We like to
Choco Loco.
Choco Loco, yep. Yeah, we like to have fun. We like to, we like to get out there and have fun. But we, at the end of the day, we want to win. Like
Yeah.
we want to win. We do. But at the same time, their kids will want to do something. The only thing they don't get to do when they're with me though, and
Swimming pool.
we don't swim. You with me? We don't. When we go track, we do a lot of. We'll eat a lot of. We ain't got no business eating. But the one thing we ain't gonna do, like you said, they're like, "Oh, give them cotton candy." It's like you might see my kids eating cotton candy. You probably will. You might see them eating some stuff they ain't got no business eating. But the one thing we ain't doing, they already know, swimming. Now, what sport we do? We travel to do a sport? Nah, we ain't swimming. Like I had all our friends we went to a softball day. It was like,
yeah.
It was like, oh, we all go down the pool. I was like, we ain't. If we come, my guys will sit there and watch because she knows I don't play.
So all the first year track people in here, make sure y'all kids go swimming when you get the JOs. That's always the running joke.
Yeah. We'll let you go. And you sit there wondering why your kid dragging. What's going on? That pool.
No, sir. Savannah already know. You go to the pool once everything is done. Everything. Then you can go. But we ain't going. The kids hate it too, man. Like you get a nice Airbnb or something, that pool just be sitting there calling them. Say, nope, not today. Go out there and throw 18 feet. Don't hit the pit. Jumping 3 feet 4 inches, man. No, not today. But nah, they're both cool, man. You know, like I always tell people, do what's best for you. Like you say, if you already been to Virginia and now you want to try USA, hey, go do USA. If you already did USA and now you want to go to Virginia, go try Virginia. At the end of the day, the kids gonna have a good experience. Both places are dope. They're both well run. You know what I'm saying? You might have more to do in Kentucky though, because there's not much to do in Virginia Beach. No, you got the boardwalk and the beach, but it's 30 degrees. Ain't nobody going to the beach. I think Ace Boogie go to the beach, but he's the only person I know go out there. We went in the sand, but it was too cold to get in that water, so we just left. You know.
I would just say, while they're young, I was like, while they're young, I would just say, just let them go out there and experience that. Don't listen to everybody in the track group telling y'all, oh, it don't matter it only matters if you go to this meet right here. That's not the way it goes. All of them have great benefits. I don't have nothing negative to say about any of the championships. And y'all know I travel.
Yeah. That's why I asked you, because you go to all of them.
You know, and I'm like, it's a good experience. Now, once you get up in that, once you get old enough to compete in some of these shoe ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your shoes gonna take the cake.
Yeah, that's when you like, okay, like if you that person that you know, oh, you can only go to this, whatever. It's either AAU or USATF. Ain't nobody like once you get to that shoe stuff, ain't nobody talking about that. They talking about them shoe ones. They talking about, hey, why which one? You going to Nike? You going to Adidas? You going to
New Balance? You got New Balance? Yeah.
What's the other one? Who's the other one?
Brooks. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different situation right there. It is. Not to say you still get, you know, recognition, but I'm just saying, like, don't say, oh, everybody said don't go there. I haven't been to a bad one. And I've been to both. I've been to indoors for both AAU and AAU and USATF. I've been to Junior Olympics for both. I've been to Speed Capital for their outdoor nationals when they had theirs. I've been to the Crossplex, not Crossplex, but Birmingham down there for.
Yeah, did you go to the TFC one, the TFC USA one, or whatever? Yeah,
great time. The meet director, can't think of his name right now, but great dude, fantastic.
Yeah, we went down there for 80. We went to that one. It was dope. It was good. Like I said, I had a good. At the end of the day, is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? Like you go in, just be on time. Make sure you're on time, because I'm telling you, that's the number one thing. Parents coming in, hey, let my baby throw, my baby jump. Well, you got there late. But you have to have realistic expectations too when you go to these meets. Like, you know, like it's a lot of people gonna be there. You know, it might not run like your local meet that you used to going to, but you only got, you know, 3-4 kids throwing. It's gonna be at least 15-20 kids throwing. So you got to get your kids prepared for the weight. You got to get your kids prepared that you might not be able to talk to them after every throw. because the official's going to keep them in a certain area and you got to stay in a certain area. I like Virginia though, because like you're like right behind them in the bleachers, so it's a pretty cool vantage point that you have. So you know that aspect is pretty cool. The jumps you're a little bit further away from them in the jumps. The throws you're a little bit closer. But the Virginia setup is nice.
Yeah, and they do a pretty good job at Virginia because, like, for the long jump, I mean, they let us get down there pretty close for that, and even on the high jump, they let us get down there pretty close for that. I don't know if it's changed since, because we didn't go last year either. We were supposed to go and we missed. I forgot what happened. I think maybe Court got sick or something like that. I can't remember. Whatever. Yeah. We missed last year. But no, they're you know, just be cordial, be respectful, and you know that'll get you a long ways. At the end of the day, it'll get you a long ways being cordial and being respectful.
Because once coaches start talking, they move everybody.
Yep.
You want to say something good? Everybody, bleachers. Bye.
Everybody got you. And then we'll do. Then we do what's the USATF. They're good for pole ball. Pole ball gets their own little section. Like the coaches get to be out there a little bit closer. Long jump over at Kentucky at the stadium they have over there. Long jump, you're able to coach good enough. It's good enough to do. High jump is a little more difficult because they're literally right in the middle, and so you gotta be
so you can't be
and stuff and getting it figured out. But that's the thing is like. What I would say, like getting ready for the summer, is like making sure you guys at some of these developmental meets that you're coaching. If you're going to coach at meets, like we talked about last week, if you're going to coach at meets, take a couple meets and simulate what it's like for them to not have you there. And so that's what I'll be like.
Parents and coaches, listen, that's a gym.
I'll be like, you know what? I'll go to meets and I'll just be like, hey, I'm officiating this meet. So like, you know, officials had, you know, got my wings, and I'll be like, hey, I'm officiating this meet. So hey, go out here, do your thing, take care of business. I'll see you when it's done. And then I that's why I want to gauge them and see what their mental are. Can they handle that stress? Because like in that situation, they don't even get to see me. Like, I can't even give them any feedback or anything like that. I just catch the video later. My wife, she'll film it for me, and I'll like, okay. Yeah. So what did you?
Yeah, but it's good. That like you say, teach them, especially the kids that are like 11, between the 8 and 11 range. Like you say, it's very important for those kids to learn how to set their own marks. Just to learn how to do everything on their own. Like you say, use them meets in May. You know, leading up to your districts, leading up to your regionals. Let them be out there and experience some things on their own, because when you get to the JOs, you can't be out there with them. You cannot be out there with them.
I'll tell you an interesting rule, and maybe you might try. You know, you could try to sneak it over on. Look at the rule. It's for USATF, they do really good about letting you get your kids' marks with them. It's a rule.
Okay. For which event? For all events or for the jumps?
For jumps. For pole ball, high jump, I'm not 100% sure about long jump, but I know for pole ball and high jump for sure. Down there, I think it's the rule number is 302.5J, and that's
look at that. Y'all getting officials out here, man. Y'all getting everything tonight.
And you can go down there and you can help them get their marks. Like we were out in Oregon, they invited us out to the track. We got down there. That's why I got pictures of me out there on the track with my kids. I was like, oh, I can come down and help them get their mark. And I'm like, shoot, let me go out and like.
That's dope. But they let I know. Sometimes with the 8U, they're a little bit more lenient, because they're still, you know, babies. But at 9 and 10U, I know at AAU, we did club, and Savannah, when she was 8, she would walk up to the line and then turn around and walk back and get her mark after every throw. Because, you know, I didn't know that they couldn't do that. But the rule is, you know, once you walk down that runway, you can't turn around. And they scratched her first throw, and she was like, I don't know what to do, Daddy. And this official came, you know, he was sent by God. He came and he was like, what's her mark? And I was like, she take about 7 steps. And he took 7 steps and dropped a towel. And he said, tell her that's her mark. And I was like, thank you. And the next throw, she went and, she did what she had to do. But yeah, it's important, man, that y'all know the rules. And it's important that you teach them how to set their marks. Because I'm telling you, if not, a lot of those kids will get flustered and it will not be a good day for you. You'll be like, I'm gonna spend all this money traveling out here and you're not gonna get the best performance that you can get out of your kid. So like he said, we almost learned the hard way. We got blessed. But from that day forward, we set our marks. We do it at the first 2 or 3 track meets. Get your marks, boom. So like you say, I enjoy the track meets. I don't coach at track meets. Some people say they coach at track meets. I'm that guy. You ever seen that meme where the guy has his chair and he pulls the chair out like that and then sits down and just chills? That's me at the track meet. Or I'm running around trying to interview kids because that's the time. That's the time when you enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm just talking. We're just laughing and stuff.
Yeah. That's the time. Like as a coach, you've done your coaching during the week. You know what I'm saying? So it's now time for you to. It's like you like a director. When the movie premieres, the director ain't running around crazy. He's sitting down with his popcorn watching the movie like the rest of you. And that's what if you're coaching during the week like you're supposed to, Saturday is the day you watch your masterpiece, what you've directed. You sit back with your popcorn and you watch your kids perform. That's how I look at it.
That's why I be hiring Steve when Steve be out there, because I don't even want to be taking pictures really when I be out there. I was like, hey, Steve, help me out, man, as I ain't gonna. Because I just want to be there in the moment and then
enjoy it.
Fruits of my labor that I've been putting out here. Literally, you'll see me moving around a lot on multis days because I want to go see the hard work that my kids, all the different kids that I've been training. I had the most I ever had last year, and I'm running around I want them to, hey, you're doing a great job. That was fun to watch. That's what I want to do.
I got you. We got you see the question?
Yeah.
we got about 9 minutes. We can knock it out.
Yeah, we can knock that out.
So what because I've done both. You've done kind of both. Like you still with your club, but you guys travel separately sometimes. So you might feel like you unattached.
Yeah. So we used to be because no one does what we do. So the question and the deal was club versus attached. That came from April Stevenson. So yeah, I'm like you. We've done both. Our club don't really travel like we do. And I was like, dang, we giving out a bunch of publicity for this club
for Hot Feet,
which is great because I'm an ambassador of them. But I was like, I need to get some shine on my baby. So what I did, I talked with the head coach. I was like, hey, I'm gonna take the logo, I'm gonna incorporate it with so you still get shine, but we the Dunnigan Duo. When y'all don't want to travel, we the Dunnigan Duo. That's who we are. Because also I mainly coach my kids anyway, and
I got you.
It's the benefits of being a club is sometimes you may not have the facilities to be able to do facilities, and you need that club connection to get into these facilities where you got to practice at. I don't feel one way or another. I like the thing I like about club. It reminds me of high school track because it was quick. You got to see your boys. Hey, this is my boys from Rock with y'all. You get to say, hey, we come in here to take care of business. Hot Feet, we Hot Feet for a reason,
Yeah.
And it's good to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because everywhere I go, you gonna always see this orange hat, and so all my kids can find me. So you know when I'm in the building.
Yeah.
Orange hat, no matter what, I got the orange hat on.
And that's what I was gonna say. It depends on from the parent aspect. Is like what Ricky just said, facilities, because a lot of places don't have tracks. I know it sounds weird, but a lot of cities don't have open tracks where people can just go to. So your team in your fees that you pay, they can rent out a track. You can practice. Especially with the field events, most people don't have high jump mats. So to find a high jump mat is tough and standard, If you do pole vault, that's even tougher. Ricky can tell you that. Some places don't even have rings, where you can do adequate shot, adequate discus practice, and you don't have. You take the kids' perspective. My daughter, we were forced to do unattached because we started kind of doing COVID. So in Miami, everything was shut down. So you couldn't really have no team, activities, period. So I didn't have a problem with it because we're traveling, we're doing everything on our own. But my daughter would get to the meets and she would see all the other teams and the kids under their tents playing, and she would be like, "Why do I have to be by myself?" And then one little boy told her one track meet, he said, "You're unattached because you trash." So she was so mad. She actually beat him by like 10 feet in shot put. She was so mad, but she came back crying. I'm like, "Baby girl, you just had a huge PR. Why you crying?" And she said, "The boy told me I'm trash because I'm unattached." Because they would, they would put it on their bibs.
I felt that. That's why.
But
That's another reason why we put a name on it, because I got
yeah,
tired of, like, going up here and like unattached. I feel.
yeah.
I feel, Savannah. I felt the same kind of way too. My babies are working, and you got me here unattached. Like, we ain't.
Yeah.
It sounds different because, like, the way, even when the announcers announce, it's like it's kind of whack. So yeah.
Yeah, training partners is good too. If you don't have people to work out with, because you're definitely always working by yourself. We were fortunate that because we travel, because in Miami it's really not that many meets in Miami, so we had to travel anyway. So we were in Orlando, which is like a 4-hour drive almost every weekend. So we had people like Stephen Gamble of Vast. They would let Savannah sit under their tent with them. We had Coach Trey from RBF. They would they would bring her in and let her, be able to hang with their kids. So she was able to feel some kind of connection to, what I'm saying, certain teams. But, it's up to you, with the club and the unattached. Kids are always probably going to lean towards the club because they have friends. They have other kids around that are doing the things they like to do. And sometimes it'll push them. It'll push them to be better. You just got to make sure they hang around the right kids at practice, because some kids will keep them stagnant.
They're be a time suck. And look at CJ already climbing. You messed up. I was giving you mad props before you got here.
He was, man. He was dropping some nuggets too, man. CJ the GOAT though. CJ know what he doing, man. CJ be having them kids down there. He don't let them run to April, so nobody know what he got. And then boom, they pop out and everybody like, man.
Yeah, I know CJ, he got it in with athletic.net and Miles, but they don't even post his kids stuff, so he can hide it. He got to deal with them where they don't post none of his kids stuff, so you don't know what.
You don't see them till USATF in July. Like, what these kids been at all year? Yeah. Boom, on the track.
Yeah, hide them. Hey, don't hide them. Divide them.
Man, but yeah, the club, like I say, it's just up to you. Like Ricky say, you will never see me in my club stuff. It's not that I don't love my club, but I'm a Florida State fan, and my club colors are green and orange. So you will never see me in my stuff. So my team already know I'm wearing Field Events Matters, one of Coach Tia hats until they change the color scheme. Until then, we used to be gold and yellow, which was close to Garden and Gold. I mean, we were burgundy and gold. So I used to rock that all the time because it was close to Florida State colors. But then they switched to orange and green.
No, I can't do that. Can't do that.
They lucky I let Savannah wear it, because that was a tough sell.
I like our orange. It pops.
Nah, that orange and white is fire that y'all got, and the stuff 7 Athletic hooked up for y'all is fire, bro.
Yeah, man. Dude, if y'all need uniforms, man, that dude is like the truth. And we did a collab where I made those flame ones.
Yeah,
they're the best. I'm not, Ohio Heat, Tremaine, they got some nice situations. They always stay fly. I think I do get like 8 uniforms every year or something like that.
Listen, they repping UM, man. Listen, my team practice 5 minutes from UM campus. Like UM be on our field sometime training some of their players. So they die hard down here, man. It's
no, but yeah, we did them flame joints, them things was like legit. Like, that's my kid's favorite thing. But I got another one coming out here pretty soon. Y'all gonna like them.
Yeah.
Nice.
I always tell Tremaine, man, if we ever go to Ohio for a meet, I need one of them uniforms. Because I'm from Cleveland, I'm down here in Miami, so I guess it's a perfect combination. So I always tell him, if I'm ever in Ohio, man, slide me one of that all black one. That black one is fire, bro. That Heat.
Yeah.
They did those. I rock that if I'm ever in Ohio. Yeah, but yeah, we definitely had some good topics tonight. But it's just up to you, April. The club versus the unattached. like definitely like Ricky said though, it does make your kid sound when they say unattached, it make the kid sound like they unwanted.
Yeah. Unattached. Here comes Charles. Unattached. And then they put the little bass and they goes unattached. I'm like, dang man, like what's the
Yeah, nah, it was bad, man. Like we would have like the records and stuff, and you had a name and then unattached. It's like, bro, at least put my city name or something, bro. Like you ain't gotta put unattached like that, bro. But it is what it is. But I appreciate you, man. Like I say, drop those topics and in the group, and we'll check them out. Oh, we got to talk about the two kids. I want to talk about Priya Chetam. She had a huge PR this week. Huge PR. I don't have my stuff set up because I had to do I had a flag football game I had to do tonight. I was just rushing in from that. But she went almost 40 feet. She almost in the 40 feet club. I think she went like 39.6, 39.7. So she almost there. Keep grinding, keep working, keep working.
Yeah, fantastic. It's always exciting, especially the kids you've been seeing grow up, and it's like you just keep grinding, pushing through. So I'm excited. I'm like, we all know she got to hit it. It's she do.
Yeah, she been working. And your baby, man, your baby had a big PR, man. I know it's your daughter, but you can celebrate it, man. Aubrey,
Yeah.
I love the way your kids high jump, man. They high jump amazing. They're like you ever heard of the Crook sisters? I think that's how you say their name. They're up near you. I think they're Illinois. They run for Soka. I think it's called Soka.
Yeah, I know that club. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you got to see the oldest girl jump. She actually I think she ran for USA Pan Am games like the U20. She's amazing, man. Amazing. She's like your daughter. She do like 6 sports, win state and everything. But her high jump is flawless, bro. I'm gonna see if I can find a video and send it to you. Kaya Crook. I think it's Kaya Crook is her name. But your kids remind me of her when she jumps. I said we had 3 clubs and 0. Listen, it's very hard to find throw coaches. It's hard to find specialty coaches, high jump, pole vault. So if you in certain areas and you know of a great coach, definitely share it in the group. April, I don't know what I know there's a great coach in Alabama. We had him on, he's an Olympian, Gabor Maté, I think that's how you say his name. And you also have Jason Morgan. I think he's in Louisiana. I don't know how close you are to that. But he just did a clinic down here with us in Orlando. Amazing. Wait till y'all see Savannah Discus next month. We ain't posting no videos. He's gonna pop out at Speed Capital. He got it right. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nice.
That's all I'm gonna say. We popping out at Speed Capital. We ain't posting no videos. Just know it's coming though. It's coming.
Pulling the CJ?
Huh?
You pulling the CJ?
We pulling the CJ. When you see the numbers, just be like, dang, he said she was coming. But he got her right, man. I've been trying to work on her footwork for a month and a half, and I couldn't get it. This man got her right in 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for the specialty stuff. And one more thing before we go. Hey, y'all, we love to highlight some more babies. If y'all babies out here doing something, drop the video to either me or Coach Dose or me, and we want to highlight them. We'll put something together for them. Next week at the Speed Capital meet, I'm going to be on site. I'm trying to get some pictures. You're out there competing. Tap me on this shoulder. I'm trying to get as many pictures of kids doing field events, and I may have a little surprise for them after next week. Definitely for Michigan, I'll have a little surprise for those kids that I may get some photos of, and definitely at Virginia. So I'm going to in Louisiana. So I'm going all 4 this year. I'm everywhere this year because my kids are doing different sports. So I don't want to short one baby without taking the other kids somewhere else. So
I got you.
Oh, you don't know about second kid. Second kid, he was talking about my daughter, Steve. That's my fault.
Aubrey.
She cleared 135 high jump. It's 4.5 and some change. It blew me away. She just every time she.
How tall is she? She ain't that tall. How tall is she?
She's 4'8", 4'9", maybe.
So she almost jumping over her arm. That's crazy.
And legitimately, dude, she's like, she missed that 4.7 by like that much. She's like, I was like, oh, I'm looking at it. I told my wife, I said, let me get her this summer. I will have her. She will do 4.9. Let me get her.
How many of y'all out there have to beg your wife so you can get the kid because the wife be holding a hostage because she do another sport?
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. Like as always, I hope to see some of y'all out here. Don't forget get my selfie with me when I see y'all out and about.
Facts. And drop those topics and signing out. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Out.